Did we start?
Ahoy hoy.
Ahoy hoy.
Ahoy hoy.
That's in short, yes.
Okay.
You want to introduce us?
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Posterman Podcast.
Off to a ripping start as always.
Rip roaring good time here, folks.
Yay!
Smit, peep, peep, cheerio. Spot of coffee.
What? Spot of coffee.
We're having a good time here in the basement.
Elijah's at least on his second beer.
Oh no, we're
Oh, no.
we've
We're way past
We've
second.
gone past two. I'm Elijah.
I'm Ken, hello.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Lewis.
Is it picking you up through the monitor? That was
What?
my one worry. Is the mic getting you?
There's no mic on the monitor.
No,
This
the
is
mic
the
there.
mic.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
wondering if it was getting him.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's raised up.
I can hear myself just
I was
fine.
making sure.
I can hear
I was being a
myself
good
just fine.
friend, Tyler. Stop
I
being
was-
an asshole.
Asshole.
I mean,
ho.
if you look at it,
Look.
it's above the monitor.
Above.
Face is above the monitor.
Your face.
No, it's to the left.
It's to the,
To the
left.
right of the monitor.
To the right.
Welcome to Halloween month, where we've taken Halloween and now we are officially doing a theme to it also. So we're doing creature features.
Yay!
And we're starting with the original, well, not really the original, but the most original creature feature that it literally has creature in the name.
It's iconic.
Yes.
It's classic. This is, if we're gonna start anywhere, this is a good place to start. This is the universal monster creature from the Black Lagoon.
Isn't
The
it
creature from the
ironic?
Black Lagoon.
Spoiler alert, it's a creature from the Black Lagoon.
Glenn! Ken! IMDb!
Glenn!
Your
Glenn! Sped!
Whatever the hell your name is, do the things and the stuff.
Plot synopsis.
Tyler, put the music in.
A strange prehistoric beast lurks in the depths of the Amazonian jungle. A group of scientists try to capture the animal and bring it back to civilization for study.
I don't feel that they do that. I feel like they do that for like a
Starring-
hot minute.
Not
Richard
even.
Carlson,
Why'd you shoot him?
Julie Adams, Richard Denning, Antonio Moreno, Nestor Paiva,
Beefy.
There you go.
Paiva, if we're pronouncing it in the Spanish way.
Paiva!
Whit Bissell, Bernie Gozier, not
Ooh,
sure,
Bernie Gozer.
and Henry A. Escalante.
That's
does-
Chico.
But does Bernie does her?
Since this movie is from 1954,
A for effort.
not very many of these names have
Name recognition.
much context or recognition for us.
Richard Carlson kind of looks like the professor from Gilligan's Island. I honestly thought, I was like, is that the professor?
Where's Marianne?
I literally thought he got, like, look at his picture in IMDb. Tell me you don't see the professor from Gilligan.
I'm not
Gilligan.
familiar enough with the Gilligan's Island.
We're good with our words today, Lewis. The side of the table's good with our words.
Kinda does. I think his nose is a little bigger than the professor on the Gilligan's.
I don't think I have ever actually watched a whole episode.
Ken, to Gilligan's Island!
I'm going.
Why did we not say Gilligan?
To Gilligan's Island! Ken!
IMDb it.
Start your engines. Get that.
Stop them! With Skipper to the millionaire
And his wife, the movie star, the professor and Jerry. Is it Marianne?
Yeah, it's Marianne.
She was. The movie star and Marianne were so fine.
I thought the movie star was the old lady.
Nah. No, that was the
And
millionaire.
the
The millionaire and his wife.
And the rest, including the Harlan Globetrotters here on Gilligan's Isle.
Yeah, because it was.
Gilligan's Island also came out was made 10 years later than Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Here, wait, no, go back here. I'll show you right now with the IMDb. That's perfect. Here, look.
Tyler's computer's slow.
The internet is not the fastest.
Right here.
Hey, don't complain about my internet. My internet's fine.
No.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, it's
You don't think so?
through
Here,
the
show.
floor.
So there he is.
There he is.
All right,
Uh-huh.
Tyler.
Give me the professor. Like I said, I think the nose is a little bit bigger.
Generic
He
white
does have
dude.
a beak.
Generic white dude and generic white dude.
The professor kept his shirt on far more than this guy.
Oh yeah, this guy in
was
his
just
short
like,
shorts. Yo, trying to show off
I
the
still don't have a shirt on.
He's all about the moose knuckle. Why did they both have?
He's all about the moose knuckle.
That's the men's version.
But to start my notes off, it's like tonight. I have been drinking, and I apologize, everybody. And I have meat. It's delicious. That's my first note.
He was drinking, he was eating his meat, and I was setting up the computer.
That was how it went. We're using new technology here, everybody, so it's going to be a good time.
Thankfully, it's new technology with the same software, so
Yeah.
this should, at least the podcast portion of the show, should be pretty much the same.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Hopefully.
Just the stuff we use.
Hopefully. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do something with for my notes next time, because this is not really
Helping.
I mean, it's fine, it'll work, but I don't.
You can email them to yourself. Can't you do that? Because you have your email up. Discussion of technological things while on the
problem is
podcast.
they're on Evernote, so
I have no idea what Evernote is.
Neither.
Scissor me timbers.
Scissor me timbers?
Are you just naming? You're just making up porno names.
No, that's
You're like, he's in for the moose knuckle, and then
You mean Shimmer Me Timbers?
Scissor Me Timbers.
That's what.
It's the sequel to
Or is it Shimmer
Pirates
Me
of the
Timbers?
Bangabian.
I'm pretty sure it's Scissor me timbers.
No.
That's what I heard on South Park.
Well, that's because it's South Park.
yeah, and South Park is never satire ever. It doesn't do anything wrong ever. No.
South Park's not a true factual thing.
South Park is pure truth.
It's like the internet. Everything is truthful there.
The internet is pure truth. I learned that from Transformers 2.
Did you guys watch the
You said
pandemic
that.
special
No.
for South Park?
No.
But why do you say? What happened? I forget what happened to Transformers 2.
The roommate, because he's running this internet business out of his dorm room.
Kick calendar. That's the one thing I remember from that movie. Shia LaBeouf throwing kitten calendars all over the place.
That's something to do
He's
with my
like,
kittens.
you gotta look at this conspiracy, these cover-up videos of Transformers. Only they don't call them Transformers, but the government's trying to cover this up. The internet is pure truth, bro, or something like that.
Transformers, robots in that. My next note is in the beginning there was life and the lagoon. Was it a black lagoon?
Maybe it was a black hole that just got filled with water.
That's
that
also a porno name.
so? In the beginning, when they find the arm,
Yes.
was that arm like bigger than the monster like itself? Was that like a was he already?
Smaller.
No, it was his arm. Yeah, it was just like a normal arm.
It looks smaller.
Yeah.
Because it looked kind of 3D. I feel like if I was watching a 3D movie,
It
I
could
feel
have
like
been.
that
That's
scene
probably
made
what it was made for. It was made for a 3D pop effect.
So that's why it looked like it was bigger to me. I was like, is this supposed to be like the mom and then
Because 3D at the time technology was the
Glasses.
red and blue glasses.
okay.
So
I missed that
Another
technology.
question: was this one of the first also horror movies at its time?
no, because there was all the beginning Universal Monsters movie. This is the last declared Universal Monster original movie. It went Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, Mummy, and then there's the Bride of Frankenstein, and then there is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. So this was
He's
the
like
heyday.
the Aquaman of the Justice League.
Yes.
Ooh.
So these are the Super Friends.
Yeah.
The Universal
Essentially,
Monsters are
the Super Friends,
the original sort of
like Justice League,
yes.
of creatures.
Yes, that's why they've been trying for decades now. Has it been decades since they've been trying to do the Dark Universe?
I don't know about decades, but
Decade. It's been like a decade.
Where did they start?
They tried with the Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Oh,
That was supposed to be.
Dracula Untold was the first.
Oh yeah, Dracula Untold was supposed to be the first.
that one was garbage.
That one wasn't garbage. It was entertaining. And then
the Mummy with
Tom Cruise was supposed to be another restart.
But it didn't do well.
But no. Nobody has good things to say about that. Me and Ken watched that movie and we didn't particularly feel it was great. We thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Elijah Letterboxd it.
No, not that mummy. No.
No, look at it.
Look at the letterbox?
Yes.
Tyler, been drinking. You gotta tell me what's happening. What am I doing now? The hand comes alive and kills everyone. Credits. Because they take the hand, so I'm just like, oh, the hand comes alive and kills everyone. Credits.
What was the point of the scene for that? Was it to try to scare the audience, or was it, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel that scene where they just put the hand, like the first scene is you see him, and every time you know he's coming up.
Oh, not that one. I'm talking about the actual like fossilized hand.
Oh, okay.
But yes, they kept doing that because it's suspense. At this time, there hasn't been movies like this.
Okay, so this was.
In general, horror movies were very. How do I put this? B-movie-ish.
Yeah.
Is how you would put it. So they're all very rubber-suited monsters because they're cheap to make. They're easy to do. So they're all like blah, and that's how they do scares. They're not Freddy, Jason,
gotcha,
serial killer type stuff.
So was this movie like? Would you say this movie did scare people at the time?
Yeah,
that it was
probably did. That's why it's in a horror movie section.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm assuming that there's people that get scared by this stuff, like Ken. But
that's exactly the sound he made every time he saw the creature's hand.
Lauren texted me and said, "Don't scare Ken like this again." He couldn't sleep. I had to hold him.
Poor
he wept like a baby.
He is baby.
He wept like large baby.
He is bearded baby. Cry for me, Ken.
He is bearded baby.
He came out of the womb with a beard.
He hit puberty first.
Hello,
Mother. Mother, I am out. Feed me, please.
Hello, Mother. I need my beard comb. Do you have any notes, Ken, before I move on? Because a lot of this I'm trying to piece together, so a little bit of other people's effort.
Did you? You did not put a silent, please.
You put it on silent.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Then they go and visit their other doctor friends, and then I'm like, they're not on the water. They thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
There's some, the green screen is.
There's a lot of green screen in this movie, everybody. Be prepared.
What?
Be prepared. They're not really on the river a lot.
You know what's crazy? Seeing it in HD, you can really see how heavy her makeup was. Like, you can see, like, you're like, wow, must have been some really bright lights.
Oh yeah, for lighting at the time, lighting is an interesting thing from going from the filming of that time to now. Lighting is all entirely different because what you're lighting for. It's interesting to watch an old black and white film.
Yeah.
And then you go from this. It's like Citizen Kane is a good example of a movie that has interesting ways of lighting from nowadays perspective.
Yeah.
And then you go to that time and you're like, this is how the technology would work. This is why they did it this way, for easier effects and other things. Like, we take it for granted that they can make night into day if they felt like it.
Very true. Mm-hmm. They can make us be in space. You know what I'm saying?
Space.
All right, Tyler,
Spice.
green screen right now.
Tyler, it's a green screen.
Now,
I have to have green screen.
Change background now, Tyler.
You're missing
Tyler,
the
green
point.
screen.
Space now, Tyler. I'm floating. Put me to float.
Don't look at his face though. He's
Don't
floating.
look at his face.
The people in the background, they can't see me. They can only see the back of my head.
I have green screen lakeside.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And that's some good clear water. So filmed in a tank? Question mark.
Couple of fishes.
Here it is, gentlemen. Hello, I'm a lady. Your opinion doesn't matter. You're a lady. This is the 50s.
There's definitely some of that like, it doesn't start out that way.
Oh.
Or I feel like it gets less.
Senorita, why are you swimming so far away from the boat?
That was stupid.
Dumb woman.
Come, start the boat.
Get back on boat.
Please. You know what we do to the fishes here?
You don't. We put drugs in the water.
That must have not been. Sorry for jumping ahead, but that was probably my favorite scene.
What?
That scene when he's like, you know how we catch fishes here? We drug them. We put they fuck him up for.
It just froze.
Small fishes 2 hours.
I looked up and I was like, Elijah, what happened to the fish? Why are they floating?
They're drugging the fish.
Big fishes 2 hours. Monster. Don't know.
He's very. He
They poisoned the water hole.
Someone's poisoned the water hole.
Sorry for skipping ahead, but that's my favorite scene.
Yeah. Lungfish, the bridge between man and fish. I'm like, lungfish? Why? Because they say the lungfish might be the bridge between the man and fish because it's got lungs and gills. And I'm like, is the lungfish real?
Yes.
Yes.
It is?
It is.
I looked it up.
And they're the closest.
Is it the bridge?
It is the bridge.
It's well, they don't say it's a bridge. They say it's a bridge that
So
failed
literally-
because we still have them today. It stopped evolving.
They literally just hang out on these trees that are in the water, and when the water recedes,
Listen to that.
that's why they get the lungs.
no-
Listen to that.
Trees in the water.
Trees, bro. Listen to that. They're actually going to say we have homes in the
What
water.
is this? It's not the jungle in the water. They hang on like seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed trees.
There's no
Yeah, there are seaweed
Yes,
trees.
there in the
Listen.
Amazon. There's the trees with the big roots that live in the water. They
The
grow out of the
water.
water.
The lungfish
And
is
then-
from the Amazon?
Yes.
We don't know where the lung. You know what I mean? Like I'm not very educated
That's
in
it.
lungfish,
Go to Google.
so I'm sorry if we sound
Well,
ignorant.
it said in the movie.
No, it didn't. They were at a
They were in a Spanish-speaking country because it said this is the site for marine biology in Spanish. Why would they be in Africa?
Where is the lungfish?
Oh no, Amazon isn't. Well, the Amazon
Where's
isn't.
the lungfish found?
It is in
It's
Brazil. You're
It
right.
said
You're right.
Brazil.
You're right. I'm sorry. That was my ignorance. You're right. Let me see what the lungfish looks like.
There are only 6 specific known species of lungfish.
Okay.
They're in
Yes,
Africa, South America, and Australia.
So what they do is they hang on the side of these roots.
Do you hear the phone?
I don't give a shit. They hang on the side of these roots, and when the water recedes, they breathe the air until the water comes back.
But how long can they breathe the air for?
That I don't know.
I'm looking up what the lungfish
Do you think it could be for hours? Possibly days.
Possibly
I'm gonna say
time
hours.
period.
Maybe years.
Whoa, Wikipedia
Centuries.
popped up with a lot of ads.
Centuries. And maybe we are the lungfish now? You ever thought that we've gone so far from water now that if we're in water for too long, we drown?
Maybe we're all in water, man.
What?
Maybe we're all in water, man.
Yeah.
Water ban.
The fire that I threw at the creature only made it more murderous. Why? Because they left two people to watch the camp where they found the arm,
Yeah, please.
and then the guy's like, "Oh, my fire!" And they throws fire at it, and then the creature just attacks him. And like, "Oh no, the fire made it more murderous. It's killing."
The thing is, though, it's like it was some like I feel like they could have really dodged those that creature's moves. It didn't move. Felt like
Well, that's the point of these silly monster movies, especially these older silly monster movies where everyone is slow.
Yeah, well, and the other interesting thing about these silly monster movies is, like, the creature is able to kill people by, like, placing a hand against their face. It's like, my hand, oh no, it's palming my face!
Kali
And
Ma!
the person screams, and then they fall
Dead.
down dead.
Kali
What
Ma!
did the thing actually do to you?
It sucked its soul.
yeah, that maybe put water in its lungs. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like the lungfish.
Yeah.
See here, I have, and the guys he left to keep the camp have had their faces crushed by the creature because that's what it does. It just reaches up
Yeah,
and like
maybe
touches their faces and
Maybe he's like the Avatar and just like stopped their blood. You know, like he clogged their veins from pumping blood and he killed.
What?
What?
You
blood.
know,
He's a bloodbender.
yeah, you know an Avatar, the bloodbending lady.
There's a
Yes.
whatever.
It's
And
like,
Oh, we're not talking about the blue cats.
The last.
Okay.
no,
Avatar.
Avatar
Yeah, but it
the
wasn't
Last
the
Airbender.
Avatar that did that.
No. I'm saying in the Avatar.
I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it was you said he's like the Avatar.
Well, yeah, because the Avatar can stop your chi, and like stop you from ever like bending. He can stop you just from bending in general. So maybe he could stop your blood
Like
as well.
bending your knees and your elbows.
Probably.
I call that
He's the Avatar.
arthritis.
All right. Sorry.
No problem. Reading is hard.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Reading is
There
hard.
he goes.
You put letters
like,
together.
Oh God, I'm gonna be like, I can't read my notes, and Ken's gonna yell at me.
You should
I
do
did
So-
say that out loud.
So the academics are in to go find the rest of the skeleton fossil.
Yes.
Let's
Let's all go. Yeah, me too. No, you're a woman. We don't need you.
Did they also?
No, wait,
what
we
is
need her. We need her.
I feel
She,
like
she wears a bikini. We need
I
her.
feel like up to this point, the lady is, if not dismissed out of it, like if not given equal footing, given equal respect with the rest of the men, she is at least not treated like a damsel in distress. She is like, they listen to her. Her opinion is at least paid attention to, if not, like I said, given the same.
She's got the nicest bikini.
Give the same credit as, you know, and there's also the added element of, well, she is the main squeeze of our hero, so
Our hero, Shirtless Joe.
Yeah.
yes, our hero
question.
Shirtless Joe.
But
Did the scene already go in where they
Moose Knuckle Michael.
where they show a harpoon gun?
no, we have
No,
yet to
not
get to
yet.
the harpoon gun.
Not yet.
But I feel that at the aquarium place where they're at before, I think that she has an opinion, but nobody listens to it. Like, I remember that scene pretty vividly where she's like, "Oh, it could do this," and everyone's like, "No, it can't. You're a silly woman, and your silly menstruation is getting
God,
everywhere."
woman. She's bad luck. Seriously, that's what I felt like in the
don't
movie.
remember.
That's how I thought I remembered that, because I think that's the note I can't read. So, because I literally think I can read the word menstruation, but I can't read the rest of it. So, but yes, I remember that. I think her opinion gets like invalidated. Like, they're like, "No, we should all do this," and then she's like, "No, but this," and then like there's points where she is treated as equal, but I think there's points where she's also like, where this movie shows its age of the 50s, and they're like, "No,
Don't
women are
worry,
not
guys.
important."
Lewis has got his crotch soda.
He did good. He put it under the table.
Crotch
Don't
soda.
be mean to the guy. He tried to not make it listen.
What?
He tried to not make the mics here.
He make no sound. He's ninja. He make no
He
noise.
tried to not make it listen.
Please, sound. Close ears. Put on mute, please, now, Tyler.
Put on mute now. That's Ken's job.
Can mute now.
Is it odd that the green screen is still as noticeable in black and white?
No.
I think it's more noticeable in black and white. It's weird.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's at least as noticeable in. And maybe
I think
this
that's
is 'cause
more
it's-
studio layout, because most of it's done on like a
On the set.
Like a stage.
the word someone uses, like conveyor belt sort of thing. Like if
Oh.
it's like a car, they'll put a car on like they'll put like a car
On-
without
on
wheels,
gimbals.
and then it will just like look like it's moving.
Question.
I don't know what the word gimbals means.
It's the substructure that makes a thing that's not moving look like it's moving.
Oh, it's like Tyler's cogwheel.
I
I don't know about Tyler's cogwheel.
What's it called?
So, when you see a settings button, 9 out of 10 times it looks like a cogwheel.
Yes, it's a gear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a gear, not a cogwheel.
Same thing.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I would call it a cog, not a cogwheel, but or a gear.
Oh, like as in for like a trigger.
No, it's
Like,
it's it's the
you know,
wheel, it's the
like-
wheel thing.
When
It's
people
a
say
toothed gear. It's a tooth
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
wheel. In that case, it's a wheel, but it's a circle with
That's not
teeth.
gonna look right.
Look.
I wish you would have kept going.
No,
Looks, oh, I get it.
I literally
get
was
it.
making a plus sign.
You know, this.
I know.
Like the cogs are spinning.
Yeah,
Remember
okay,
that
I
phrase?
gotcha.
Little thing that's your settings button.
So let's guess.
It's a
Did
cog.
you call it a gear?
Or a
It looks
gear.
like a gear.
Thank you.
I don't know what a cogwheel is, but I can. Like,
That's a cogwheel.
You've
Apparently.
never heard like get the cogs spinning or like the cogs are spinning now. Or,
No, seriously, I've heard the gears are turning. The gears are turning.
There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card called the Ancient Gear Golem, and
Yeah.
it has an awful lot of those.
gears. Yeah, I never heard that, but that's pretty awesome. Knowledge.
Everything in this jungle can kill you. Everything in this jungle can kill you.
Yes,
That's not
that's
like
the Amazon.
foreboding or anything.
That is the Amazon in a nutshell. I watched Really Wild Animals as a kid, and they said that in the Really Wild Animals.
That the Amazon can kill you.
That pretty much everything in the Amazon can kill you.
Well, I mean, it's the survival of the fittest.
It is a kids program that tells you to pretty much be like, hey,
don't ever go here.
don't ever come here.
Hey, they should have Danny Trejo say that.
Jay Trejo in the next Machete movie, it's Machete, don't go to the jungle.
I'd watch the crap out of that.
It's just Machete telling you things to not go to.
Hey, this is a poisonous frog.
It's
Don't touch it, man!
the horny creature just wanted a little lady time.
It's very Lady in the Water-esque. Not Lady in the Water. Shape of Water-esque.
I'm 110% sure she could have seen him.
Everybody could have seen it.
Because in those shots where her face is down, I'm like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to believe that the lagoon is so dark that she couldn't see him?
In fairness to water, I have swam in a lot of very murky pools, and I can't see the bottom sometimes.
But you don't think...
So a thing called the Black Lagoon should be pretty dark. But we're only getting more lighting because we, as the audience, need to see what's happening.
Gotcha. So in her
it's probably,
universe, she could be...
She could not see.
Now, was it also during the day at that time, or did they...
That part, when she was swimming, was during the day.
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
now, I will say this.
We're about to get to your spear gun, but we keep going back. We keep
Well,
going ahead of time.
Well, I wasn't... This is another thing I had this when you were saying something before about the green screening.
Yes.
So... You're saying it was just noticeable because it was in black and white, or was that like when people saw it back then? Did they not know it was green screen? Like, could they?
They wouldn't have. People wouldn't have known it was green screen like the audience, because most movies did stuff like this.
Okay.
Or it was. I mean, it's like it is today. You see it, you understand that it's a film, that they're not actually where they are. It's a background superimposition.
Okay.
Or whatever. So, like, yeah, I know, but it doesn't necessarily stop you from enjoying the movie. It doesn't.
Okay.
You just kind of let those things go.
Yeah, because I thought it was just popping out because like I saw when you gave it to me, I saw it on Blu-ray for like I saw it in HD. I've never seen it before, and I was like, wow, like you could really just notice it more. And I just thought it was because
Blu-ray and high frame rate HD and all this other stuff. It shows you some flaws that movies had at the especially for their age.
Yeah.
Like I rewatched, I watched for the first time Close Encounters, and some of those effects don't hold up to HD as well, but they're still really good. That's why you have to take everything for the time that it is.
Gotcha. Because
technology has evolved. Everything's changed. Even in 10 years ago, stuff has changed. Yeah. Like take Thanos from Endgame, and then take the Phantom CG.
Yeah.
And night and day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get you now, and now it makes more sense that she couldn't see him because in her world it is. Because
we're getting information that it is the Black Lagoon, so I'm taking it as you can't see your hand in front of your face lagoon.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I thought it was called the Black Lagoon.
That's what I said. The Black Lagoon.
But you said can't see your hand in front of your face lagoon.
Because he was saying that's how black it is.
I'll kill you.
Yes. A pickaxe. Something I totally used to unearth fossils.
What was that? I'm on the spear gun.
That was right after they got done.
We're not there yet.
Seeing the dead camp.
I have two more
notes.
notes.
They're dead now.
Okay,
Time to dig rocks.
I have two more notes before the pneumatic spear gun.
Okay.
Please.
So they head upriver to the Black Lagoon, a paradise no one has returned from.
Where no one will return.
They say it's a paradise, but no one ever comes back. Ha 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 ha!
Ha ha, friends, let's go.
So, wait.
They're on the boat and they head to
How would they know it's a paradise if no one's come
that's
back?
the rumor.
point,
That's the legend.
The legend, it's very
The
pretty.
legend is, that's why you go. You go because you hear it's a paradise, but no one ever comes back.
Because no one ever wants to leave paradise.
So apparently it must be a paradise.
That makes sense. Scary.
I probably would have assumed it's a hellhole at that point if no one ever came back.
But would you ever leave paradise if you found it?
Maybe I'd get lonely about my friends. Maybe my friends didn't want to go to paradise.
Then it's not paradise.
Send us a note. Send us a letter. Give
Isn't
us
it-
your coordinates. We
Well,
will come to UT Learn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't paradise something that you don't want to leave? So if you miss your friends, then it wasn't paradise.
Almost paradise.
Maybe they couldn't afford, and I wanted to go visit
Knocking
them.
on what
We're
is-
knocking on heaven.
Then it's not paradise.
I don't
Almost
understand your
paradise.
logic here.
Okay, so if paradise, paradise is supposed to be perfect. Like if you were to be sad, then it's not paradise because you're supposed to be happy in paradise. You're supposed to be complete. So like you wanting your friends makes you sad.
Elijah,
then
that's
it's
it.
not
I'm going to paradise. We can't be friends anymore.
No, I'm
That's
saying
fair.
that like paradise. All right, forget it.
Does paradise have movie theaters?
I feel like it
Do
kind of.
they have movies that are actually good?
In your paradise, it might be.
Are we on the spear gun?
Necking on deck.
What?
That was weird. they were making out on the deck, and then the guy comes up and looks jealous at him, like, I should be with with the woman.
She is mine.
Because
I'm
she's
boss man.
the only other woman.
There's only one woman on this boat.
Put her gay.
I'm on a boat.
And now, yes, we've arrived. Ah, the pneumatic harpoon guy.
Did he have a shirt on at that point when they were necking on the deck?
I don't remember.
I feel like this was the last time we saw him with a shirt on.
I don't remember.
Me too. I think it was unbuttoned.
He had his hat
Oh
pulled
yeah,
down.
the whole. That's probably accurate. It was.
Yeah.
It was. To show off his manly chest
Look at my
hair.
man boobs.
His manly chest hair.
That's all he was doing. He would
the
just
bullseye
he would
in
just
the
put
middle.
his leg on there and just be like, look over the deck and just be like, everyone just stare at my manly chest.
It's crazy to see what was like fit back then. Like what was, you know what I mean? Like what was considered like a action star.
I don't know if he was declared an action star. I don't think action was really a thing.
I don't know.
But
Back
what
in
was
this day.
but what was seen as eye candy back then to be on TV?
That's better. The guy that looked like the professor from Gilligan's Island. So we get the spear gun, which is a weird little device.
Oh yeah.
I was like, whoa. And then he's got all these spears in his back that we never get out.
And then you see it shoot, and it doesn't seem like it's that strong.
No, when he shoots it on the boat, it is pretty strong. But when he shoots it in the water, it's just like, eh.
Well,
I think-
water is significantly more dense than water.
Water
Wait,
is more
what?
significantly
What?
dense than water.
Water is significantly more dense than air.
Do
Excuse
math.
me.
I need to drink.
Horsepower.
No! For the love of fucking God.
So if we were underwater and we had horses,
Well, seahorses now. They
yeah,
do exist.
Seahorses.
Seahorses do exist, and actually, they are slower. They are one of the slowest creatures.
And we're trying to drag the spear to hit the creature.
How many seahorses
No.
would you need?
Cannot.
How many, Tyler?
We're moving on from here. Ken, what's your next note?
Why can't I can read my notes?
We have arrived at the Black Lagoon. No time wasted. We have arrived and we go right to work.
Yeah, they jump right in the
Netting,
water.
diving, testing rocks,
They did.
Destroying local fauna
destroying local ecosystems and habitats.
I
yes.
found you this nasty plant.
or flora. I used the wrong word.
No one thinks you're smart anyway, so you're fine.
Flora and fauna. They eventually. I mean,
Yeah,
initially,
they did
it's,
eventually kill
initially it's
fauna.
flora, but they get to fauna pretty quick.
What about Fanta?
Wanna Fanta? We meet the creature, and he is out for blood. Or boobs. Whichever comes first.
And they're set upon by piranha. The demoralized team goes home empty-handed.
Credits.
Because
Was there piranha?
No.
No, because
Oh.
Williams and the two guys go. The two,
There was just cut things of fish. There was no piranha.
David and Williams. Yes, David Reed and Mark Williams are the character names, but they only ever refer to David as David, and they generally call Mark Williams by his last name, Williams. So David and Williams go scuba diving.
Yes.
So
That's where we get the nasty
I
flower.
was like, because like the whole time I'm like,
That came out completely dry.
and there's no like other like I'm like, but this is the Amazon. Everything can kill you. There aren't any other dangerous fish that we need to worry about. No alligators. No
Not in the
piranha.
Amazon, no.
Piranha.
That would be the thing to worry about diving into the Amazon, would be piranha.
Yee.
But the creature wasn't in the Black Lagoon. It was in the river. Shenanigans.
It was in the river.
It was because earlier we'd
earlier
seen
it swam to the river.
and
yeah.
it was in the river, and also the fossil was found up the river. So
Maybe we have to watch the sequel, because maybe that's where the other one is. Maybe there's
Bride
another
of the,
one.
Bride of the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
No, I think it's the Return of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Because they wouldn't have done Bride. And...
Ooh, we just got our first, if momentary, look at the creature.
Yep. First time we see the creature. I said, there's the creature in all his glory. He's out for vengeance. Revenge of the creature.
He just wanted to make friends. No one understood him, so they just abused him, and then he got mad.
Ooh, and another. He is kind of creepy looking and a little unsettling. Like, it's good creature design, I think.
Oh, the Universal Monsters creature designs are great. They're
Spot on.
there you go. The spit spot.
Spot of coffee.
Here we go. You are a woman. Woman cannot go scuba diving. Woman cannot see the other world that awaits under these waters. You can only splash around on the surface and look pretty and be gawked at and viewed as a liability. Because he comes back and is like, oh, it's a whole nother world down there, and it's not like, oh yeah, and we'll hook you up. You can come with us.
Yeah, come on.
After he cuts the seaweed looking thing, drags it out of the water, and it comes back out completely stiff and dry.
Yes.
Then she dives in the water, and my note for that is, before Jaws, there was the horny gill man.
How many times is the creature going to catch up with her while swimming below her? Also, that's some impressive swimming he's doing.
The way they did the gill man for the water, he only had 4 minutes of air.
Right, because because he was holding his breath. There was no,
'cause they can't put a
no
tank on him.
oxygen or anything in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no rebreather or anything.
So they have a guy down at the bottom, and he would do 4 minutes, and they'd shoot that, and then they would have another guy in the middle, and then he would swim that way. So there's a lot of interesting things they did with cuts and stuff with that creature in the water.
Yeah, well, and there were also two different suits. There's the ground suit and the underwater suit. And the underwater suit is lighter colored, which is why he looks like gray in the like a light gray underwater, but then is a very obvious dark green. It's supposed to be a dark green, but it's like a darker gray because it's a black and white movie. When he's above water.
It is?
Yeah, I looked at some of the trivia, but that's about the extent of it.
Interesting, Ken. Very interesting.
Then she gets back to the boat, and then the gill man gets trapped in their net that they put down randomly. And then I said, boom cracks, kills our heroes, gill man gets the lady, runs away, credits.
Something big has been caught in the net, and it clawed its way out.
That's some very sharp claws to get out of that thick net.
Yeah.
To spear or to photograph? That is the question that we have now.
David
Both?
wants to study it alive in its home. Mark wants to study it dead and in pieces.
Mark dies next.
Mark
That's
dies
my
next,
prediction.
But I was wrong. I was so wrong.
You were close, though.
Nah, he lives for a good long time after that.
But he's one of the next people to die. Because I don't think a lot of people die.
Two deaths between here and there.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the two
nameless.
members.
The two nameless. Well, the one guy is nameless. The next guy to die is.
Yep.
He's probably
nameless.
Chico.
No, Chico is the next. Chico is the second death.
Oh.
The first death is a nameless guy.
He
The
has
creature
money.
emerges from its hiding place. The men pursue. Mark is out for the kill. He got it. That harpoon changed places. They thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Because he shoots him and he gets him in the shoulder, and then as he's swimming around, it's
It's on his
protruding
side.
from his side.
Yeah.
I did not notice again because I was over here. But
Wait, Tyler, you didn't watch this movie? You were working on the computer the whole time?
both.
I'm
Shocked
just
and
now
appalled.
learning this. Oh my gosh.
Shocked
We
and
haven't
appalled.
been over this 3 or 4 times already. I'm amazed.
Wow.
I knew.
If anybody can't tell, that was sarcasm.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I was at the computer.
No, Ken's at the computer.
Now we have video footage.
Oh shit!
They can see your face. Look at that. Look at the hangdog expression of shame.
Wait, no, we can't. I'm Lewis.
No, Lewis is sitting over there hiding behind the screen.
Never mind. The onboard darkroom. Always useful for scientific expeditions.
Then they get nothing. They did the photos prove nothing. That camera was huge too. It had to have been heavy.
Yeah.
And then you get that in the water, and it's like, whoop. I was like, down he goes.
Theoretically, it might have gotten a little bit lighter in the water.
Because it's zero gravity.
Theoretically, it had some ballast in it to make it a little bit more buoyant.
I was about to say the design. I don't see the design from it, but as a swimmer myself, I know that
wouldn't have
when we
been
add
like-
water onto things, it typically makes it heavier.
Oh.
But yeah, when you complete, so it's like astronauts train in water.
Yeah, that's so
Same
that they
idea.
can handle all that. Yeah, that's all weight training.
So what?
So it makes it heavier,
But that's what I'm
But
saying. So
also
why are they
lighter.
doing?
but also they can make it. But also makes their movements more lighter.
So they can deal with the weight in space.
Yeah, they do that. They do that so they can handle some of the.
Because like it's different. Like you when you're like you have to learn how to move. Just because there's no gravity doesn't mean things don't have mass.
Correct.
And then, like that's the
I'm not saying it's weightless.
right. The subtle difference between weight and mass is, mass is how much stuff a thing is made up of. Weight is that stuff affected by gravity.
Yes.
So
Can you pass me a Mountain Dew, sir?
Especially what?
A Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Do the do, baby.
do they do?
This special message brought to you by the
Slurm.
by Slurm.
That's so good.
Do the Slurm.
Slurms McGee, baby.
Now I'm hearing slurm. I was not hearing slurm.
Slurm.
What do you think it was saying? Spam?
Ride the wave.
Yes.
Spam!
Slurm. Ride the wave.
Oh no.
Introduced by Penis Pudding.
I was wrong. The random deckhand died next.
Yeah, the deckhand dies.
Mm-hmm.
How does nobody hear him getting on the boat? How?
He's a ninja.
He is a giant creature climbing on your tiny boat.
I mean, you could feel the boat rock, technically. I mean, it is a very...
Yeah.
If it got stopped by those laws... Oh, wait, no, sorry.
We haven't reached the logs yet, Dylan.
Sorry. It's just a very fucking tiny boat.
It's about to call
See,
you Dylan.
I think we are supposed to think that the boat is bigger than it is.
That's what she said.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby.
In other words, like they treat the boat as far as it's like they wrote the script for a bigger boat.
And they only got
But can
this
only
size boat.
afford smaller boats.
Well, and the boat that they got was a boat that was actually the right size for the Amazon for what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They were just, but whoever wrote this script wrote it with a bigger boat in mind.
Okay.
Had a yacht in mind. As
That
opposed
person
to this
did not
little,
understand
I
boat
could get that
physics.
This little fishing boat.
I can get behind that, Ken. I approve your.
You can
I
do it,
approve
buddy.
of your hypothesis.
I approve.
My next note is someone poisoned the water hole. So
The fish is dead.
Yeah, now they're poisoning the water to catch the creature. Did they kill the fish?
Yes.
no, they just knocked out the fish.
According to Google,
Ooh, what?
Rotenone.
Ooh, yeah,
is
you're pointing out the wrong
a-
person.
Pest control. Well, they say it several times in the movie.
Yeah.
Is a pest control chemical, and yes, they killed the fish.
Oh,
Sometimes scientists, these guys are.
they're bad scientists now.
It
They
was the
just said,
50s.
they just said that it was putting them to sleep.
In the, forever.
Maybe that's so they could get
Foreverland.
past that thing at the end of the credits where they're like, no animals were harmed in the making of this film.
It's just fish.
They're like, they're just asleep.
They're just asleep.
Well, I think
that makes sense.
The writing is one thing. The reality is something else.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
We put the bleach tablets in.
it's like
I
it's like
feed you
Indiana
bleach.
Jones surviving a nuclear blast in a refrigerator.
He can do
Wouldn't
that.
actually
He's
work.
Indiana Jones.
Wouldn't actually work.
It would work. He's Indiana Jones.
No.
Yeah, it would. He's Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
Indy.
Rotenone.
If I've learned anything from movies, is that Indiana Jones can survive anything.
Rotenone in real life kills animals. In the movie, it just puts them to sleep.
Phoebe fishes.
So here at the Posterman Podcast, we are providing you the information to help your animals stay alive.
Don't
eat
feed them.
rotenone.
Yeah, don't feed them rotenone.
Don't,
So I shouldn't give my new kittens rotenone.
No, don't roofie them.
They don't sleep.
It is primarily used for fish and insects. It is an irritant. I also looked this up because later in the movie, David is. They rig up the gun that sprays the.
Yeah, and he's like swimming
rotenone,
around in it.
And he's swimming around, and I'm like, would that be hard on him too? Like, what effect would that have on him?
He floats up.
The other answer, I forget. It was somewhere, but it's an
We'll
irritant.
reach that note eventually.
Yeah, it's an irritant. He would come away with skin irritation, potential eye irritation, but it wouldn't be fatal in any regard.
He'd have some rashes.
It tastes like burning.
Good one.
Oh, that was a good one, Tyler.
I was trying to get that out before you drank your drink.
Tyler,
It
I'll
doesn't
give
look
you-
like there's anything in here, Elijah.
I know, I got sad.
So you would have been alright.
Tyler, I'm gonna give you a point on that one. I'm gonna write it down.
1 point for.
Yeah, that was a win.
Everyone stays up all night to keep watch. No one sleeps. They go crazy, start shooting each other. Credits.
It's like Quigley Down Under.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. If anyone sleeps, I'll shoot him myself.
I want to take a nap.
I would want to stick, like, when you saw that the creature was caged in, honestly, like, I wanted to stick my finger to see if he would bite it off. You know, like, you're not supposed to pet
You'd be
the
that guy that would just be like, here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
You're how Harambe got killed.
That's kind of fucked up to
Whoa.
say.
But my next note is about the underground layer of his.
So they're going after it in the dark. It seems like a poor choice to me.
Everything has to happen in the dark. It's a horror movie.
One of them has to not survive this, right? But no, they both survive.
We all must survive for the night.
They have found the creature's lair.
Welcome to my secret underground sex lair.
It's underwater cave lair, which is surprisingly well lit. Or it's not underwater because later they just like walk out the back door and
they're
are
on
back
land.
out on. Yeah,
As if they didn't notice where that cave was before.
No, it's not underwater.
I'm sure.
It just, like, it had a one-way entrance and exit unless you dove into the water to get in from the bottom.
I am a helpless female. Please save me, big strong man with spear gun and club. Childish giggles from girl after being saved.
Creature is in rapey mode again.
Yep.
And another deckhand has died. Jumping to the defense of Kay.
I could see where The Shape of Water got some of its ideas from this movie. Actually, most of it. But, like, it took the horror elements out and was like, let's make it a romance movie.
I've not watched that movie.
I debated throwing that into the Creature Feature Month, but I left it alone.
That would be a. We could. What we should do is you and I should look at doing a sort of unconventional Best Picture winners.
Oh, the weird Best Picture winner.
So like, and Shape of Water would absolutely be on that list.
That did win Best
Well,
Picture.
a little
It
fun
did.
fact.
Like, you know, Parasite would also go on the list.
Parasite's so good.
We'd have to come up with a. Like I said, we'd have to do some research and curate and come up with a list. But we could do it.
Get on that, Ken.
Fine.
Oscar season, we'll do that now. But
Yeah.
now, Lewis?
No, I was saying, I read in a fun fact about the actress. Apparently, she said that it was a pleasure to be filming this entire series, and that she sympathized with the creature, like the storyline. She like really sympathized.
From the Black Lagoon or Shape of Water?
Black Lagoon.
Okay.
So I could see that being like your theory of the Shape of Water.
Well, the creature's just trying to live.
Yeah.
So the creature's not doing anything
Except trying to rape
that
him.
it wouldn't do.
Mate.
Well, it's made. So there's
Yeah.
no other creature like it. So when a lady comes into the ecosystem, and he's part human, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Woman.
So he pretty much just is like, I smell them pheromones. I need it.
I got you.
So the creature's like, it's like Jaws. Jaws is a very, like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a shark. He just eats things.
Yeah.
Like, Jaws didn't do it maliciously until near the end of the movie. But he is never really a villain because he's just naturally living in the thing.
Gotcha.
Like Anaconda, the snake is just killing because it's a snake and it needs to eat.
Gotcha.
And that's why I don't like snakes.
Yeah. Unlike Deep Blue Sea, where the sharks have thought. So
yeah, and they're being dicks just to be dicks.
Yes. Cage Gillman. I need to show the world, and then I'm like, and this is the worst cage ever for this creature to be in.
The first shot of him in the cage is great. It's because of the way the face is made up in that mask is just hilarious.
It like doesn't blink. It just
It's
is
like,
it just like lays there and just
Yeah, my note is the creature breathing? Because it's doing like it's
yeah.
It's doing this
Like
thing
a
with
fish.
its mouth. Yeah, and I think maybe that's what's trying to ape is the
fish.
the fish the fish mama.
Woman.
Wow, man.
The creature is about to escape.
My eyes! Oh God! Now I'm on fire! Oh God! I'm dying!
Oh yeah, he gets out of the crate.
He gets out of the crate so easy. He just like
The guy
pushes up
turns
on the crate
around.
and he's like, "Hello."
Did he hit the guy? Did the lady throw the lantern, or did the guy hit him with the lantern?
The guy hit him with the lantern.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I wasn't 100% on that. I
Because
just
the guy
remember,
grabs, because the Gillman grabs him in the face, like he's collie-mawing him.
Oh God, he's going
and
for
then-
the kill.
Right.
And then he grabs the lantern that's behind him and smacks him in the head, but then that causes him to catch on fire.
Which is great.
Yeah, and then it just jumps into the water.
Yeah, then he jumps in the water and the other guy's on fire.
I didn't think he was on fire. I thought he just
That's why his face
up.
was on fire.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't get healed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just like screwed up the guy's face a whole bunch. I didn't know he was on fire.
No, he was on
Yeah,
fire.
I didn't realize he caught on fire either.
Yeah, because they were like,
Then they're like, let's all leave. So they all try to get out of the Black Lagoon, and the Gillman has put trees in front of them.
Yeah, David wants to leave.
Foiled by beavers.
Mark wants to stay to kill it.
Isn't that the
Captain
truth
is
all the
awesome.
time?
sides with David. Threatens Mark with a knife in the process. It's great.
I'm back to Tyler's theory that beavers kill everybody. So
The
true.
creature has set up a barricade.
Here.
They're removing the barricade. Hopefully. This is the worst winch ever.
Yeah.
it isn't. It's garbage.
He had that thing from what's that place called that has like the shitty tools?
Harbor Freight.
Home Depot.
Yeah, Harbor Freight.
Oh.
He went to like Harbor Freight and got like the $5 wench. Winch. I think I called it a wench.
Winch.
Yeah, I screwed my words up again. You know.
Let's have
Get it
this,
out, man.
Let's have this guy stand here shirtless with his knee in there, just for the ladies in 3D, because they paid their ticket prices too. Everyone.
He got a little captain in him.
He just stands there and he puts his leg out and he's just like, dude, just stick his chest out. And then I'm like, so that's for all the ladies that because they
Man.
also paid ticket prices in 3D.
I'm a man.
Because he's describing what's going on, but he has to do it somewhat sexually.
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man and he never wears a shirt anymore. Because we're in the Amazon and I don't need my shirts. And
Where we're
hot
going,
outside,
you won't
man.
need shirts.
I've thrown this shirt away in a fit of passion. You will never need it again.
A scuffle breaks out between Mark and David. Seems like a good idea to let Mark come down to watch David's back. The creature has shown itself to be hostile and more than willing to kill. Because they're going down
Yes.
to tie up the rope, to tie up the logs, to make the winch more effective, to make their chances of getting the barricade, the blockage, the trees, the logs, the dam. Well, it's not a dam, but the barricade out of the way. And Mark is going to go, or David is going to go in. And Mark's like, no, I want to come along because I can shoot it. And David's like, no, you're staying on the boat because I don't want you to shoot it. But going down by yourself is stupid, David. Stupid.
Dummy.
As evidenced by the fact
that Mark did show up.
That David almost gets killed, and if Mark hadn't shown up with the spear gun, David would have been ended.
Mark is doing some underwater mating dance with the gill man, and David is saved by his true love, Mark.
How many times did they shoot the gill man with the spear gun?
Twice.
Yeah.
At least twice.
So they've now shot him thrice, right?
No, they've only shot him once so far, and then...
Well, they shot him in the beginning.
They shot him in the beginning, and they shot him in the beginning when they first discovered him, and that's how they caught him. But then they have to... Not in this sequence. He doesn't get shot in this sequence. He misses him.
Oh, he missed every time he shot at him? Because he shot at him a couple times.
No, he hits him.
He hits him near the end.
He hits him 3 times total.
Maybe I'm missing
Over
one.
the course of the movie, I feel like he hits him 3 times.
Because I thought the last 2 were when he's like drugged and like up on land.
No, there's no... He gets shot by bullets up on land.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't get shot by the spear gun up on land.
Then maybe Ken's right. I'm going to go with 3 also. I'll go
Gotcha.
Ken.
I mean, think it's a tank.
I feel like there was a shot early where he gets shot in the shoulder and then it moves to his side. That was one, and then I feel like in this sequence he gets hit 2 more times.
Yeah. I mean, one spear bolt would have been enough to like take me down and put me out of commission.
Well, I feel like there's a point where you see where the spear hit and it's not really piercing. Because he pulls one out. I think the gill man pulls one out at one point.
Maybe.
Because I think it's not really piercing because you don't see any real blood from him until he gets shot. Because the spears appear to be doing nothing. So I think the spears are just hitting him and he's just like...
Yeah, I just have... The creature has very tough skin. And is dragging Mark to the bottom of the lagoon.
Because it's made out of
and a scuffle breaks
rubber.
out. This is the only time that the creature doesn't like just straight up instantly kill someone. He has to struggle with David for whatever reason, and then
Well, we have to show the struggle.
The struggle! Was it a struggle within?
And then Mark arrives to drive the creature off. But it looks like it's too late. Mark has been killed, but he's not killed.
I thought Mark was killed at this point.
Yes, Mark is dead.
Oh, Mark is killed? Mark is dragged to the bottom of the lagoon, and David drives the creature off, and then Mark dies?
And then Mark floats to the top.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then
Because Mark's dead.
Because they use his oxygen tanks to make
the spray thing.
The retinol.
The rotenone.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Rotund.
Rotenone.
Rotund. The rotund rotenone.
Some type of chemical that probably causes cancer.
Possibly.
The asbestos of the water.
It's odorless and colorless. When dissolved in water, it's a red crystalline when it's dry.
I'm going to look that up and see if all these people died of cancer. While Ken reads
So
some
they're
more notes.
going to spray the creature to drive it away so they can make their escape. Oh, here we go. Rotenone is not fatal to humans. It can cause some harm, discomfort, but is not life-threatening. I don't know about it. I didn't look about extended exposure can cause cancer.
I looked at the main guy and it didn't show that he died of cancer.
Oh, okay.
After his retirement in 1975, Richard lived the last 2 years of his life in Sherman Oaks, California.
Just because you're exposed to something over a long period of time doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get cancer from it.
Kay, you have one job to do.
Shit, one job.
Keep an eye out for the creature, but it gets onto the boat and captures you.
Because nobody notices the boat.
Well, like what are they? Oh, they're all like, David and the captain.
Oh yeah, they're all at the winch.
Are at the winch. The captain's like steering and David's telling him what to do. So Kay should be keeping an eye out, but no, she's there hovering, watching what the guys are doing. Like, okay,
I'm a lady.
turn the flip around and keep an eye out. You know, watch everybody's six, you dumb lady.
I'm a lady.
I should say, you dumb person. It doesn't matter that she's a lady. The fact that she's a lady is incidental. She's just stupid.
She's the lady of the movie. She has to be the damsel in distress. Come on. She has the swimsuit. She has it all going on. She's no longer the intelligent one. She has now just become the sex symbol of this movie. And so has the hunk Mark.
He's dead.
No, not Mark. David.
David goes after them with the harpoon gun, which has proved to be so effective so far.
The harpoon gun's the worst. I like the captain's response, which brings actually a real gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
The creature smashes the harpoon gun, but backup arrives, and they've got actual guns.
Because we're on land finally. We're back in his underground lair.
They are able to drive the creature off and kill it. At least that's what's implied. And they all live traumatized ever after.
As the gill man sinks to the bottom of the Black Lagoon, we think, was it beauty that killed the beast?
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
AKA
The
line
lady?
from King Kong. The last line from King Kong. That's always the last line. 'Twas beauty that killed the beast.
Well,
'Twas a horror movie, everybody. Was everyone scared?
Yes.
I wet myself.
I thought you were working on the computer and couldn't watch the movie, Tyler.
I really had to go.
How's about you, poker player from the 90s?
I was not scared. I was definitely something else.
Turned on? Yeah, we were too.
He was frightened yet aroused.
He too liked Mark and David. It was like, why is this not 3D now?
So, are we ready to punch some robots?
Sure.
Sure, we can punch the robots.
Since I'm probably going to be the only one with anything positive. I like...
What? Excuse you?
Sorry, I jumped to conclusions.
I'm gonna get you a map.
4 stars I gave it for robot punches, not stars. Sorry, everyone. Apologize to our audience. Sorry.
We need to get over the star thing.
I said 4 robot punches. We haven't done the star thing in a long time. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite Universal monster movies. The Gill Man has always had like a soft spot in my heart. I don't know why. It's just the Creature from the Black Lagoon is probably my. It's like that and Frankenstein are right up there in my top 2 favorite Universal monster movies. The Wolfman I can toss away. Vampires but I really enjoy the Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein's monster. They're 2 of my favorites, and I just think we haven't had a. I guess Shape of Water is a pretty good adaptation of this for current times, because it takes the idea and it turns it on a different head, and I enjoy movies that do that, like Happy Death Day, which takes Groundhog Day and turns that on its head. And hopefully I'm going to like Freaky, which turns Freaky Friday into and turns it on its head, so I'm hoping to like that.
Yeah, that's a body swap movie. That movie.
Yeah.
That looks like it could be
A buttload of fun.
an interesting little slasher romp.
Yeah, I like things that take the trope and turn it on its head. So I also then like the originals also. So
Elijah is a fan of postmodernism.
yeah, but the Creature from the Black Lagoon is the original, and it was one of the first movies in 3D, and it was also it did a lot of different things with special effects and the costume design, and it's a really cool creature. So 4 stars.
4 stars. Not robot punches.
Yep.
I gave it.
I have had more.
Many.
I have had more than the stars I gave it. So I apologize.
Elijah. Never mind.
Liquor solves all your problems, Elijah.
It better. I've had a lot of them happen in the last hour. So.
You've had a lot of problems in the last hour? We've been sitting here talking for the last hour.
No, before this.
This time is insequential.
3 robot punches.
Shocking.
3 robot punches. It's a little surprising how little
That's
movies
better than half.
like this
Well,
have
I thought you would give
changed
it
in the
less.
last 66 years. Like, is this not the same plot as Anaconda?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. Except Anaconda has there's a treasure somewhere, or am I thinking Blood Orchid?
I don't know. I couldn't remember why they went to the
Why they're in the
to
Amazon.
the jungle. Are they going to study the Anaconda?
No, they were going. Hold on. Forces them to capture the world's largest. Oh no, they are. Yeah, they're taking hostage to capture the world's largest snake. Yeah. A documentary crew traveling through the Amazon jungle picks up a stranded man. They are unaware of the trouble that will occur. The stranger's hobby is to capture the giant anaconda snake and plans to continue targeting it on their boat by any means necessary. AKA, you put LL Cool J in your movie. Is that LL Cool J? Ice Cube.
Wasn't Jennifer Lopez in it?
Yeah.
With Mr. Miyagi?
Ice Cube. That's it. That's who that.
Wait, was it Mr. Miyagi?
Oh yeah, it was Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Miyagi?
I forget about. I only remember Jennifer Lopez and John Voight in that movie because
to bring back to Dan Trejo. Dan Trejo is in Anaconda also.
John Voight does that really odd Cuban accent.
He's the bad guy.
Through it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird performance.
It's a weird bad movie.
But this movie gets 3 robot punches for the creature, really. Between the way that they did it, like how we discussed the 2 different suits, the one for the walking and the one for the swimming, and the creature design and how it is creepy and unsettling even today. Like that is it's unsettling. So it's no wonder that this movie is.
Yep. I don't know what it's doing.
Oh, it just turned off. It looks like.
Cool. I charged all those batteries.
Well, they were sitting here for like a day before then.
They weren't plugged in, so they shouldn't have been draining.
New technology, everybody. We're figuring things out.
Camera down.
I guess the other question is, are they exactly the same camera and everything? Okay, then I got nothing.
Neither.
This movie's fine. It's pretty excellent for being 60 plus years old. There are lots of things it could have done better, but that's what future movies are for. Solid movie, classic monster, well-deserved classic.
Exquisite.
3 robot punches.
Which one of you two on the other side of the table wants to go next?
I'm also going to give it 3 robot punches.
Wow, shocking. Also.
2 for the computer, 1 for the movie.
No.
I really love that computer.
What is happening?
I just smiled at the camera.
Hi,
Because I'm not on that one. So
Anymore.
I'm making this funny shit-eating grin. I need to show it to some camera.
Okay. So.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
And so I turned
Hi,
around.
everybody.
And I noticed that I wasn't actually in frame, so I leaned over to get in frame. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us why
Anyways,
3.
Kind of same reason. I like the creature design.
Can't steal other people's things.
I'm doing it.
Tyler and I do this all the time to each other.
That's because Tyler just is like, Ken makes sense.
No, I like the creature design. I thought it was silly at points, and got a good chuckle out of it.
That's because we made fun of it.
But, you know, and then I talked about during the movie, I thought that for an old black and white movie that it was shot kind of well. So I'm going to give it 3 robot punches based off of that. What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
I'm gonna do this.
Woo!
Lewis.
I gave this movie 5 out of 5 robot punches
You're so
and
full of
stars.
shit.
But I'll tell you why. For all the wrong reasons.
Oh no.
Okay, it gets one robot punch for.
Because one, I enjoyed the green screen on HD. When, like I said, I didn't realize this movie was in 3D, and I was like, "Is this shit in 3D?" Because it's dope. And then I thought just the sets and like the creatures were pretty dope. But what made it best was that this movie made me fall asleep so fast. It was ridiculous. Like I could stay up for about 5 minutes, pass out, wake up, Liz summarize what happened in 2 seconds, and then I'd be back in the movie for another 5 minutes to enjoy the scenes where I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that monster's looking at her and she can see him. Or when they drug the fishes, which I really enjoyed because it was great seeing animals get roofied. And then back to sleep, waking up again to hearing the captain go, "The captain makes the orders here. Start the boat." You know, and I thought that was great. And then passing out again to waking up to seeing her trip herself.
How many times did you fall asleep during an 80-minute movie?
I fell asleep a lot of times because I fell asleep, I would snore, and Liz would wake me up. And she'd be like, "Honey, you gotta watch this movie." And I was like, "This is the movie.
Thanks, Liz.
I'm gonna watch."
That's because Liz secretly knows our pain.
and so this movie's perfect because it lets me fall asleep at any time. So whenever I need to go to sleep, I can just watch this movie.
No, you
And it's
can't.
the
You gotta
perfect
return
NyQuil.
my Blu-ray.
But I can watch it online.
We gotta
You
have
can watch it online, then bring you back my
a
Blu-ray.
list where Lewis puts out movies to fall asleep to.
So,
The Lewis Sleepy movie.
so that's why I give
Lewis
it a
is
Lewis
Sleepy
is
Time
lullaby.
movie.
well. That's why I give it a 5 out of 5 because it's just perfect. Like it's the perfect NyQuil without me ODing.
What?
The perfect NyQuil.
Without him ODing. How much NyQuil would you have to drink?
Well, I mean, after a time, like they say, like if you take melatonin, like your body gets used to it, and
That's
it's
true,
not as
'cause
strong.
I can't.
So this is perfect because I'm not taking anything. I'm just watching it, and I pass out. So, 5 out of 5 for me. And I mean, I think it's also cool that they shot it underwater. Like that, like I was asking my wife, I was like, how did they make underwater shit?
What's
How do they
next,
make
guys?
underwater shit?
Like, how did they make this cameras underwater? You know what I mean? I was just so like mind blown. Like this was
I
filmed
thought you were
underwater.
actually asking how the fish shit underwater.
No, like how
Okay.
they just filmed all that
They
shit
just open up
underwater.
their butthole and it comes out.
Tyler, what do you think?
I think it's that time of the night.
All right. It's
That
time of night. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, okay.
This is the last day as Ken is Bachelor,
It's not
everybody,
the
here on the
time.
podcast, so say farewells.
Technically, tomorrow is my last day as a bachelor.
Well, I have to say it on the podcast.
On the podcast.
The podcast.
Today, yes, the next time I'm on the podcast, which will not
He
be
will
next
be
week.
a man.
It will be the week
He will
after.
be a man.
Because next week I will be on my honeymoon.
He will not be here next week.
The week after that, I shall be back, and I shall be. My left hand shall be a tiny bit heavier because I will be wearing a wedding ring.
And it will be
It's not
3
heavier,
men.
it just leaves a mark.
It will be 3 men and a baby.
It'll be 3 men and a baby.
Yes, and then we'll be 3 married dudes and
a
a bachelor.
3 married men and the guy who just got 2 cats. All right.
How do you get 2
Congrats.
keys?
Oh,
Congrats.
crazy,
A dad.
crazy cat man.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. What's their names?
Stickers and carrots.
Love it.
Because you didn't like...
Stickers and carrots.
Get pictures.
I'm making sure I heard you right. I'm not criticizing.
I'm
making
criticizing.
sure I heard
Elijah's
you right.
criticizing.
Because you didn't like Mr. Meow Meow Face.
Well, you should have named one Rambo.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not Eric.
Rambo and Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, or Chuck
Are they
something.
boys
You
or
should have
girls?
Stallone themed
I
cats.
don't know yet. I haven't been able to pick up Kitty and go, do you have a dangly do?
What's
do you
the
have a ball sack?
what
or
was
do
the
you
dog's
not?
name? Poncho from the
Punchy.
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 There you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Punchy and Kicky.
Yeah.
Take away those names.
Now these gonna be stickers.
We've
and
officially
carrots.
established the names now.
Stickers.
Your
and
cats are
carrots.
renamed.
See, I liked it better when I thought it was Snickers and carrots.
Snickers.
Because
It's in the
it's
theme. It's
junk
in the
food
food.
and healthy food.
Yeah.
Look at this man. He's thinking of better names for your cats than you are.
Stickers and carrots are their names.
Stickers is a stupid ass name.
Your stupid ass name.
I am.
All
My
right,
name's
it's
Elijah.
that time of night, friends.
It's that
Sing
time
your
of night.
fucking song.
It's that time of night.
Wow, so angry.
It's
So
that
much
time of
rage.
night. It's that time of night.
Expanding Pippi energy.
It's that time of night. It's that time of night.
It's that time of night to go
It's that time of night.
www.
It's that time.
Come out!
It's that time of night. It's that time.
Go to our
of night.
website. It's www.thepostermenpodcast.com.
It's that time.
Email us, thepostermenpodcast@gmail.com.
It's that time.
Find us
of
on
night.
Twitter @thepostermenpod,
It's that
Instagram,
time of night.
thepostermenpodcast,
It's that time of night.
Facebook, we're done.
It's that
And
time.
remember,
It's that time.
go
of
to
night.
Wendy's and use our
It's
promo
that
code.
time of night.
We don't
It's that
have
time of
one
night.
to get 20%
It
off
was
your next
that
meal.
Time of night. It was that time of night. This was number 8. See ya.
Holy cow. You're done.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.